Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Brawl News, your favorite spot to get all the details of what the heck is happening in the Brawl community that you might not know about but might want to know about. So guys, we have a pretty interesting episode ahead of us. Your boy Ray woke up very early to catch both days of the Brawl Stars World Finals, and it's safe to say that some really interesting things came about it, such as 6 different advertisements featuring different brawlers and different things going on inside of the Brawl Stars universe. We're going to be touching on some of the more significant things that people are talking about these specific ads that came in the World Finals, such as potential Christmas skins coming back here to the game that are incredibly limited, some Starr Park related innuendos, and a few other things from the advertisements. And then of course we have a few other very important things to touch on in terms of current events in Brawl Stars, such as replays requiring you to have 800 total trophies in order to unlock them. Pretty crazy, but hopefully you guys are all pumped up for the news in today's video. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! So everyone, before we start ripping into the news today, I must warn you, you are in the presence of 2 different Rays today. You got Future Ray, the Ray in black, and Past Ray, the Ray in white, which you will be seeing here shortly. I recorded a few things yesterday for today's video, but then realized it would make sense to get more advertisements here in part 2 of the World Finals, which it indeed did, so that is pretty dang hype. Also guys, if you enjoy these Brawl Newses, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I always do my best to keep up with really important things coming out here in the community that I think you all should know about. But without any further ado, let's pass off the reins to Past Ray. So everyone, we are beginning today's video off over here on Reddit for some very urgent pressing news that I wanted to put smack dab in the beginning of this video today because I was taken aback when this happened to me last night. So we're taking a look at a post here from Tourist Colin asking, why do I need 800 trophies for my replays? Posting a picture of him winning a game plus 8 trophies, but it says reach 800 brawler trophies to unlock replays. Now that is very high, and replays are very important here in Brawl Stars. But as you can see yesterday, Brawl Stars tweeted out, servers were overloaded and we are taking the measurements needed to improve it. Apologies for that, and you can check more info in the thread. So they continued on. Basically yesterday, the servers had to shut down because there was a lot of crazy stuff happening with the showdown map that was out in rotation, the custom showdown map, the crazy one. So literally the custom showdown map that was out in rotation yesterday was just too much for Brawl Stars to handle. Way too many moving parts, too many people playing it, too many replays being generated and saved on the devices that it just caused Brawl Stars to overload. So they had to, for the time being, make it much more difficult for people to save replays on their account by increasing the requirement to 800 trophies. So moving along to our next bit of very important news for today's video, and that is, when can we expect to get our free pin for watching the World Finals? Guys, it's just a pin, but my goodness, the community really wants this thing. Free is good, but free can be crazy, I'm telling you. Guys, I woke up early to watch the World Finals. I watched it in its entirety, and the chat the entire time, the whole entire World Finals, was just people saying pin over and over. Almost like people thought it was a way to get the pin. You had to type it in the chat, but it was just that over and over. There was no conversation about the World Finals or anything like that. It was just pin. So for the Ray viewers, if any of you guys don't know yet, you're going to be getting the pin next week via your inbox. It says right before you click the watch button to go to the live stream, you'll be getting the pin next week. The only other important step to get this pin is to actually click the watch button for this World Finals. So if you guys haven't done that yet, it still should be in your news tab in game. So click that sucker, you'll get the pin next week. Future Ray back at it once again. Not gonna lie, I missed you guys. But next we are going to be transitioning into the very exciting advertisements that premiered during the World Finals in part 1 as well as part 2. Past Ray is going to be covering the first 3 that came out in part 1, and Future Ray, Superior Ray, One Day Smarter Ray, is going to be breaking down the 3 that came out today in part 2 of the World Finals. So we're over here visiting EJ's profile on Red because he was kind enough to post all 3 of the advertisements over here to his page. So I'll be leaving a link in the description down below to each of the different advertisements if you guys would would like to delve into it any further than what we will be in today's video. But breaking down the very first one here, it's an advertisement for Piper's Bakery Goods, which is incredibly interesting. A lot of awesome references in it. As you can see, we have some cookies there, one of Rico, which is a potential love interest in the Brawl Stars community, some cookies there, Primo's face, 8-bit, we have a Jessie cookie, we have 3 different skin references as well, the one of Dynamite there with the dynamites in the background, we have a present as well as Christmas Nita cupcake. So I think it's just a reference to all 3 of the technical Christmas skins that we have in the game. But the thing that I found the most peculiar and interesting was the Barley's bottle in the very background, kind of a shout out to the townsfolk family that we have in the game of Piper and Barley, but still missing a 3rd brawler there. So whether that's a sneak peek of anything or an Easter egg, I'm not quite sure, but it's very interesting nonetheless. The real only thing that I can't place my finger on in this advertisement is the cupcake in the bottom left hand corner. A lot of different things in here are specific references to brawlers, but don't know what that one is. If you guys would like to elaborate or give me your best guess, I would love to hear it. It looks like some sort of bomb. There's like a fuse in there. Maybe it's Piper's Super, but Piper's Super grenades are also in the basket. I don't know. It's interesting. Future Ray button in here for a quick minute. Hopefully Past Ray is treating you all nice. Sometimes you never know with that guy. But I also wanted to add a few other things about this specific image. I found it very interesting that there were a bunch of references to previous Christmas skins in this image. You could make the argument that it is kind of Christmas time, so right, it fits the theme of what's going on in Brawl Stars. But being in the Brawl Stars community as long as I have, I know the Brawl Stars dev team always does things for a specific reason. So it definitely wouldn't surprise me that they were kind of teasing out these skins returning to the game, so Christmas Mike as well as Christmas Nita and Penny. So keep that in mind. We'll have to see here as we're entering into the month of December here shortly. But other than that, much like Past Ray said before, I'm still very curious about that cupcake in the bottom left hand corner, what you guys have to say. It's been a day for me to try to figure it out and I still don't know, so I would love your input. So next, heading into advertisement number 2 here popping up in the World Finals, and I think this one was the most interesting in my eyes. It was the one that kind of tipped me off of these advertisements maybe having some sort of significance here moving forward in the community, just because it kind of has that Starr Park vibe, right? It's kind of old, crackly, it just has that feel to it. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this in its entirety and let me know what you're thinking about it too.
A World Championship Smackdown can leave your maps out for the count. Gale Force wins, cavernous craters, stompings from an angry bear. If only there was a solution. Well, there is. Introducing Rosa's Grow Light, the amazing garden gadget that brings your bushes back from the dead. Produces dense, leafy foliage for you to hide, heal, and ambush your enemies. If you love hiding in bushes, you need Rosa's Grow Light. World Championship winners receive an extra 50% discount while stocks last. Make your map a knockout with Rosa's Grow Light.
Pretty dang cool, right? And I think the one part that really made me raise my eyebrow a bit, grab my tinfoil hat as per usual here on the channel, was this portion, an angry bear. Now, of course, we have a bear character here in Brawl Stars, which is Bruce Nita Super, but that's not the only bear reference that we've had here in the game, especially as of recently. If you guys remember from the Starr Park Invest in Your Future, there was like a bear portion in there where the dude got attacked by that mechanical bear, getting the claw marks on his forehead, as well as a poster in the background of a very weird bear looking creature. So hey, while wearing your tinfoil hat, that could be something related to that. You never know. Starr Park does have to rev up here very shortly. We need the answers, baby. But then the third and final advertisement was the Junker Garage, representing the Junker family. We have a reference to Colt there. We have a bull shotgun, basically saying if you have something broken, we can fix it. And then it pans away after showing the Brawl Stars World Finals trophy to a bunch of different scraps and robot parts there in their workshop. Weapons, upgrades, hugs. So I don't think there's a whole lot really important to pull away from this. The only thing that really stood out to me is that Nani is not making an appearance in this. Being a part of the Junker family, it would make sense to have him featured here. And I feel like they're the only people who are competent enough to get them running or get them working. So I've always had like a weird suspicion that they might be behind the freaking bots in Brawl Stars. But hey, that's just a big old stretch or a theory that I've had for a while. Future Ray popping back in here once again to break down the final 3 that came out here today at the point that I'm recording this video. The very first one being the Spike cleat advertisement, which is hilarious. So as we're playing through this, really the only takeaway that I noticed or that came to me was that we've seen these cleats here in the Brawl community before in a specific Twitter post a very long time ago when Starr Park was really starting to rev up, when we didn't know Starr Park was a thing, but it was kind of on the horizon, right? So in this advertisement, they're explaining that the cleats are banned in 42 different countries. They reference Spike's voice, which he doesn't have one, but really a simple ad. I don't think there's that much to take away from it. But the post I was talking about was this one. If you guys remember, we touched on this in a Brawl News a very, very long time ago, where Colette is browsing the internet on a eBay for Brawl Stars, but showing off different items that are related to the Brawl Stars universe. So the Spike cleats made an appearance there, getting a 1/2 star. Pretty dang cool. So the next advertisement showing in the World Finals was the one for El Primo's gym, and I really, really like this one in particular because I feel like it's introducing potentially a new environment or a new place within the Brawl Stars universe. You all know that Barley's Bar is a thing, Morris's Mortuary. We might be seeing El Primo's gym, so I thought that was really, really cool. Maybe a new setting for an update around the corner where El Primo is the main subject. But other than that, I don't think anything else really came of this one. El Primo already has 2 gadgets. He has a bunch of skins. He has the True Silver and True Gold, so I don't think they're sneak peeking anything else about El Primo unless like 3rd star powers are coming out, but I wouldn't suspect something big like that coming out anytime soon. But really, really cool. El Primo's gym, potentially a new environment. And the final advertisement, oh my goodness, is Max's energy drink. Definitely a very topical thing in the Brawl community. I feel like Max's energy drink has been talked about a lot, especially during the Summer of Monsters update, but this one is insane. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. The dude talking is freaking nuts.
You want more energy, enough to run all the way to next year's finals. Bam! You need max energy. I have so much energy right now because I had one of these bad boys. You'll run as fast as Max. What? Did you see her? No, she's too fast for you. Hear those drums? Those aren't drums. That's my heartbeat. I'm just enjoying the effects of max energy so much. So get up with your butt right now and try max energy. It'll help you charge your way to the finals. For more information, talk to your nearest surge vendor right this second. Go, go, go! Max energy contains as much energy as getting hit by 12 like those final.
So again, much like the last advertisement, I don't think there's really that much to take away from this one, just because Max, much like El Primo, has both gadgets and both star powers, a bunch of skins, so I wouldn't see anything in particular being sneak peeked about Max that would make sense in my eyes. But I feel like with all of these 6, a lot of them definitely don't kind of speak to me in terms of Easter eggs or sneak peeks, but some of them do, right? Not everything needs to be an Easter egg or a sneak peek. Some of these are just a fun advertisement. But then some of them, much like the Rosa's advertisement, definitely kind of tipped me off a little bit. It kind of rubbed me in a way that I felt like was a little bit bizarre, giving me some sort of Starr Park vibes in a sense. And then of course the Piper one, having the Barley's bottle in the background and maybe sneak peeking some of the Christmas skins coming around the corner potentially once Christmas starts drawing near. So you guys will have to let me know what you're thinking on that note. Do you think the advertisements have any sort of significance? I know we're really looking into it, but normally in these Brawl News episodes, I try to pinpoint what is being talked about the most in the community, and definitely in the theory crafting, people are analyzing the crap out of these. So I thought I would bring it up with all of you and give you guys my viewpoint on the matter. So really interesting nonetheless. But with that being said, Pastray has a few more things to discuss in today's video that I think you guys are going to want to know about. So since we're kind of on the topic of Starr Park in today's video, I wanted to bring up this post as well. I found it very interesting. A post made by Cerulean outlining a conversation between a Twitter user and Danny, the person saying, "What happened when you explained about Starr Park?" Starr Park. And then Danny said, "I don't know, it's just that every time we talk about Starr Park," and then he phases out with the picture, the GIF. So I found this interesting because the Brawl Stars dev team isn't super vocal when it comes to Starr Park related things. Normally they try to avoid the topic entirely, so we're getting Danny actually responding about it, but being kind of goofy with it, kind of cutting it off of Starr Park, adding to the whole mystery and lore of it, that there is something bizarre with Starr Park itself. Really interesting. So to wrap up today's video, I'm taking the reins back from Pastray. I think he's talked enough today today, but I just want to give a very huge congratulations for PSG Esports for winning the World Finals. It was insanely fun to watch, and a huge congratulations to all the other teams that competed. It was definitely a little bit of a different World Finals with what is going on here in the world, and it was really awesome to see a well-produced World Finals. The Brawl Stars dev team and just the Brawl Stars Esports team here did a fantastic job with the circumstances, so hey, definitely enjoyed it. But everyone, I think we'll be ending things on that note in today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure to let me know what you're thinking about what we discussed. Definitely a lot of really interesting things happening right now, and I think we're right on the precipice, the cusp of something interesting coming around the corner. Again, we still need some Starr Park related development, so I'm sure that's right around the corner as well. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. And with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, you guys.